Hello, I'm Darth Vangoff, and I'm here to help guide new players through Guild Wars 1. This video is the fifth video in a series, and I do recommend you watching my other four videos if you're new. This video will mention everything I couldn't mention in my previous videos. In this video, I will be giving tips on how to get a character in Pre-Searing Ascalon to level 20, and I will talk a little bit about holidays and holiday events. And those are the main two things I'll be talking about in this video. I have compiled this guide to leveling up a character in Pre-Searing Ascalon all by myself. However, everything I've mentioned here just so happens to be on a wiki page for the Defender of Ascalon title, so you could always go to that page and refer to that page as well on the wiki. If you have the special edition of Guild Wars 1, once you load into Pre-Searing Ascalon, the first thing you might want to do is type in the command \bonus. What this will do is this will give you a series of items, and among these items is a summoning stone that can be used repeatedly up until you reach level 20. This will summon a fire imp that fights beside you, and this will be a great asset in Pre-Searing Ascalon. The \bonus command doesn't just give you the summoning stone, it gives you high-end weapons for your character to use. And you might want to do this command immediately when you have the inventory space, because it fills your inventory in a certain order. And if your item is number 10 and you have only 9 inventory slots, then the item you want won't fill up in your inventory. In Pre-Searing Ascalon, there are 5 places to waypoint on the map. I suggest finding and unlocking them fairly soon, just to help make it easy for you to get around. One thing to keep in mind is that during the quest to get a secondary profession, you can keep switching secondary professions until you complete the quest. So if you don't complete the quest and leave it uncompleted, you can always switch between secondary professions. The amount of XP you get from killing a creature varies depending on what the difference between your level and the creature's level is. So if you are about 5 or more levels higher than the creature, you get no XP from killing it. Most Pre-Searing Ascalon maps are low level, so once you hit about level 8, you have to go to the north of the wall if you don't want to take eons to grind to level 9. For this very reason, try to wait until level 9 to turn in quests. That way you are leveling only through killing mobs up until then, and once you reach level 9, you'll get less XP for killing mobs, so you want to turn in the quests just to get to level 10 quickly. Keep in mind the experience you get from turning in quests does not degrade as you level. So if a quest rewards 250 XP, it'll always reward that amount whether you're level 1 or level 9. Even when you're level 8 and 9, it's difficult to solo the char groups north of the wall. This is why the summoning stone from the special edition comes in handy. But even still, this is a little difficult. That is because you don't have access to the high-end armor. In Pre-Searing Ascalon, you have only starter armor, or you can go to collectors to get slightly upgraded armor. This will change once you hit level 10. Once you're level 10, you can speak to someone named Lieutenant Langmar for a daily quest. As long as you have the quest active in your quest log, you get a buff to your armor rating. You can only accept 1 quest a day, but you can do 2 a day. If you accept a quest on a previous day, say you accept a quest yesterday, you can complete it today, then you can go to Lieutenant Langmar to get today's quest and also do it today. They give about 1000 XP once you turn them in, but I also like to not complete them on the day they're given, just so I could always get a quest once I finish one. I like having the quest active just to get that armor rating. But okay, until you get to level 10, it is difficult to solo the char north of the wall. That's why you might want to consider holding off on doing the quest across the wall, even when you are level 9. Don't turn that quest in. That is because that quest requires you to escort an NPC called Ben Wolfson back to the other side of the wall. Don't escort him. and he'll follow you around and help you fight the Char on the north of the wall. He's not very powerful, but it's something. Once you get a character increasing Ascalon to level 20, then you can speak to someone named Kims in Ascalon City to help display the title and get the Hall of Monuments rewards for it. Holidays in Guild Wars 1 are events that occur at roughly the same time each year, and they give bonus activities, bonus rewards, maybe bonus quests. They just provide something different to do other than just normal day-to-day gameplay. There are some holidays that simply add drops to the rewards you get from killing mobs. These types of holidays occur around St. Patrick's Day, Easter, Thanksgiving, and even though those are all individual days, I think the events last around a week. But in addition to those 3 periods of times, there's Talk Like a Pirate Day. Apparently there's a day in September where all the NPCs talk like pirates, but mainly, other than that, it's just more alcohol drops for mobs. Now, there are other events that are more eventful. And during these events, oftentimes the Xingji Boardwalk is open. You could go there and do the events there and do the mini games there. Having the Xingji Boardwalk open is useful just to participate in activities to get your lucky and unlucky titles up by doing side games and mini quests such as Rings of Fortune, which you can be AFK for. You can just leave your character on the rings and walk away from your computer and you can build up towards the title. Now, some such holidays are the Lunar New Year, also known as the Cantha New Year, which takes place at the end of January and the beginning of February. For about a period of time that lasts about a week, you could do the quest Take My Sister Please by giving the quest giver 100 lunar tokens. If you do this, you're able to get a Celestial Mini. You can get one such mini a year, but you could also trade for them. One such way to get the lunar tokens is to go around the monastery and the areas right outside the monastery. And I think the areas right outside Asumi Village, and you can get quests that give you lunar tokens. At the end of this week-long period, there's a 24-hour period of time in which every 3 hours, starting at 12:01 that morning and lasting until midnight later that night, at the end of that 24-hour period, there's an event that takes place on the hill in the Xingji Monastery where if you attend it, you can be AFK and just watch. There's an event where you give chefs a bunch of items for them to cook food, and if you succeed, everyone in the area gets rewarded. This event is usually hosted by guilds, so just find a district that's hosted, they'll give these chefs all the items, you get the rewards, and it'll be fun. There's also the anniversary celebration, which takes place late April, early May. This is an opportunity to get proofs of legends. How you get these is you do a mission in each region, once per character, and get one. So you do a mission in the Shiver Peaks, you get one. If you do another mission in the Shiver Peaks on that same character, you don't get any more, but you can switch to a new character or go to a different region of the world, do a mission, and get another one. Usually I do Chobik Village on all of my PvE tunes to get 5 of these proofs of legend. Don't forget to show at least one proof of legend to Pelora, who is on the ship at Embark Beach, to unlock your anniversary storage tab in your bank. If you've already done this, in successive years, still go to her and show her a proof of legend to get a Balthazar token. The Dragon Festival takes place in late June. Collect 250 victory tokens to complete the quest Spirit of Celebration, and the reward will be one of the dragon masks you can collect during the festival that are specific to that festival. You can collect only one dragon mask per year, so to get more than one, you have to do the event more than 1 year. The Wayfarer's Reverie takes place in late August. This is an opportunity for you to do 4 quests. Once you do all 4, you can select a reward And among these rewards that you can select is a tormented weapon, which will help you with your Hall of Monuments track. You can only get one tormented weapon like this per account, so if you get a tormented weapon and want to repeat the quest the next year, you can't get another tormented weapon through this method. What this event is you get 4 quests, each correspond to a region of the world that corresponds with an expansion pack. So one quest deals with Prophecies maps, one with Eye of the North maps, one with Alona, one with Cantha. And what you do is you go to various points in these regions, and you just simply have to reach the point, and you'll check off that part of the quest. And there's about 10 spots in each region that you have to go through to complete the quest for that given region. The quest lasts as long as the event does, so you can get the Prophecies event done during, say, 2018, and then the next year you can go back and do the Canthan quest for 2019. Once you do each quest, you get a reward that shows you completed that quest, like a token, and once you get the tokens for all 4 quests, you turn them in, so you can save that token from year to year and just wait until you accumulated all the rewards from each region. Now, before you go into this, you might want to decide whether you want to fight your way through the map to get to the certain points or have running builds, because I tried just my default build running, and it worked sometimes. The Canthan one was pretty easy, except for Unwaking Waters. The Eye of the North one was pretty easy too, except for the Bloodstone one. And note that when you do the Bloodstone one, go through the explorable dungeon, not the story dungeon. Don't make the same mistake I did. I went through the story dungeon, and when I got to the Bloodstone, it didn't count for anything, so I had to redo it in the explorable dungeon. The Prophecies one was my least favorite. I had to fight my way through mobs without good run builds. If I tried running through them, I died, and fighting through them took forever. And the Alonian one was also pretty hard, not so much as the Prophecies one. Sometimes I could run through the mobs, but definitely the one near the secret Corsair lair, I had to fight my way through that one. Then there's holidays I don't know a whole lot about, such as April Fool's, Winter's Day in July, actual Winter's Day, which is Christmas time, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which takes place in early October, and Halloween time. So if you're interested in these events, visit them during those relevant times and see what they're about. I can't go into them here. Now for my closing, I simply want to give you wiki pages that you might want to save or keep in mind. So the first one is the list of PvE only skills. The reason why it's important to keep this page in mind is because once you get a PvE only skill unlocked on one character, it's not unlocked on the other characters of your account. So you might be repeatedly wanting to come back to this page if you like these PvE only skills and you want them unlocked on each character. Then there is the Daily's Activities page. This includes the Zaishin quests, the Vanguard bounty for pre-searing Ascalon characters, and collections for Nicholas the Traveler and what collections he's accepting. And each of those 3 things I mentioned have their own wiki page, but the Daily's Activity combines them all into one page. Then each class has a page for all the skills associated with that class. You might want to look at the page only to collect all the skills that you want to. Then there's a Hall of Monuments page, and I think it's actually 2 separate wiki pages. But either way, this page will just help guide you through getting your Hall of Monuments rewards. Then there's the weekly bonus page, and it's just nice to know what the weekly bonus is so you can take advantage of it. Let's say the current weekly bonus is going to Urgoz's Warren for free without paying anything. Then you might want to go to Urgoz's Warren just to take advantage of that bonus. And that's why you want to be aware of that bonus so you can take advantage of it. The last page I'll mention is the Gallery of Elite Armor, just if you want the Hall of Monuments points for it. And I mention this only because not all Elite Armor looks nice, so you just might want to check out what the Elite Armor looks like on each class to decide which Elite Armor you want to go for each class. And that just about does it. I am now done with this series, and I hope you found it helpful. I am Darth Vangoff, and I will see you later. Good luck.